energized you, and we are very much looking forward to your presentation. So for today's presentation, we have total of 16 groups.
Yes, and each group has 5 minutes for your presentation. When 4 minutes has passed, I'm going to say you have 1 minute left. That means you need to hurry wrap up your presentation. And after your 5-minute presentation is going to be the Q&A session by Dr. Danish Mananda from University of Tokyo for 3 minutes.
Okay, so let me call upon our moderator, Dr. Dinesh Manandar from University of Tokyo, to give you more introduction and information about the Rapid Prototype Development Challenge. Let's have a big round of applause.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you very much for the introduction. So this is, now everybody knows RPD challenge, but to tell you a little bit more about RPD challenge. So many of you probably not very aware what is RPD. So we have prepared a video. Please watch the video to tell you what is this about, okay? Can you run the video? The RPD, okay? And the pictures and the video you saw, so they worked very hard for the last 3 days. I think many of them not slept well. Huh? Anyway, so today is not the final, it's a pre-final. So we'll see how much you have done and what problems you have, and you still have 1 month to improve. And the final will be done in March. I think the date is not yet fixed, but in March, maybe around 3rd week.
And are from University of Tokyo. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready, not let you wait further, please give you a big applause to the first team, which is 𝘕𝘂𝘂𝘁𝑟𝑏𝑟𝑢. Please welcome.
Yeah, ready. Okay. So, hi, good afternoon, everyone. So we are a team GIA plus EU RBIU. So I will hand on to my team members to present you the prototype of our system. Okay.
These are interesting that we want to do this prototype. First is high pitch content. Oh, sorry. Peach swamp forests are characterized by the presence of peat, type of organic soils composed partially decay plant material. Peat is highly flammable, and once it ignites, it can burn a long period due to the continuous supply of organic material. Next, highly combustible peat layer. Like I said before, when this peatland dry out, it do the natural process or human activity. This peat become a highly consumptible Once it ignites, it can be burned deeply into the ground, making it challenging to extinguish.
I'll give you a quick briefly to our system. Like we focus on the peat and swamp area that it will be forced to the underground. Sorry, let me move to this one. So our framework is like we try to focus on the underground fire. So we have to put on the persons, one as a node station and another one as the device for the man rover. So we have two separate systems, like to put the data into the data center. So the first one, we try to get some indicator that we have a fire under the ground, and another one to like monitor the temperatures, the area in that area, surrounding area. So we put on, as you see on our framework, we put the data to a data center. If we notice that we have like indicated as the risk, so we send to the QCSS center to send a warning message to the man rover, and also we have to display the warning message on our device, on our application as well. So here's why anyone with the application and S-Prince device on the man rover can get the warning message as well.
Now you have 1 minute left.
Okay. So go quick on this one. The ground station, what you want to like measure the oxygen sensor. We want to use the oxygen sensor, carbon sensor, soil moisture, and water level. And this one will be sent to the data center. And the manual, we want to like monitor the temperature, breath in oxygen, and carbon dioxide as well. So this one we want. This one we try it out to the tracker system that we get from the expert. So we know that this system can send us the latitude and longitude. So we want to put another thing to that, like the data, the value of the sensor. So we try to put like the first thing that we try to design now the first six bit, we want to divide between device
Time
type
is
and
up.
the number. Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you so much.
𝘙𝑰𝑒𝑑𝑢𝑟𝑏𝑖𝑢. So it's now time for your Q&A session by Dr. Danish.
Any questions from the audience? Yeah, please feel free to ask anything you have to your idea. Any not questions, but comments or recommendation? Any suggestions from your side? Yeah.
What is the challenge of your work?
The challenge of the work is like, okay. The challenge of the work, like the water level that in the swamp should be like, if it has a fire or something that we have to monitor it. So the water level should be like lower, that indicate the forest fire. It can be happen. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Any more questions?
Any other comments? No more? Please, it's very quiet. So please, even the challenge, you can ask. Huh? It's not only the other, but yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
My name is Omar. Nice to meet you guys. First of all, thank you for the presentation. What is the use of GNSS or satellite data that will be used in your system? How will you use it the system?
Okay. For this one, we focus on we have two separate devices, like the north system, but we put on the ground, and another one we put as a device on the man rover, that we can indicate that the location of the node and the man that in that area to help it out, something like that.
Okay, so I think, yeah, also the time is almost gone. We have 3 minutes for Q&A, and we'd like to have at least 3 questions, so please be precise to the question and be short to the answer as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, the team from 𝘙𝑰𝑒𝑑𝑢𝑟𝑏𝑖𝑢.
Okay, so moving on with our second group for the RPD challenge today, it is 𝘔𝘰𝘂𝘁. Please welcome them to the stage.
Good afternoon, all participants. Our team is 𝘔𝘰𝘂𝘁. I will give the mic to my team member that how to present the early detection of forest fire project.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Bansha from 𝘔𝘰𝘂𝘁. As of now, most of forest fires are detected by humans, who then promptly alert relevant organizations such as the DPM or Forest Protection and Forest Fire Control Office, Royal Forest Department. Often, time lag between human detection and alerting authority can lead to situations spiraling out of control. It's a critical issue we need to address for more effective forest fire management. One significant challenge arises from the unclear vision in vast forest area. For traditional image processing, the lack of clarity at a distance poses a hurdle for timely and accurate fire detection. This delay in detection, coupled with the indicate connection between PM 2.5 and forest fire. We are exploring the potential of faster detection to enhance response considering Sony S-Present and L-Test microphone and AI feature. We are thinking of implementing AI sound classification to differentiate between natural sound and forest fire signal. When Sony S-Present AI detects the sound of a potential forest fire through its microphone, it classifies the signal. Simultaneously, the device captures the geographical coordinate using GNSS and transmit the position data to the data center. Upon receiving the forest fire data, the data center coordinates the deployment of either human responder or UAV to investigate each localized position. Once confirmed, the responder send the correct data back to the data center, which then generate a comprehensive report and communicate the verified forest fire detection to the relevant authorities such as the DPM or Fire Protection and Forest Fire Control Office. This seamless process enables swift and efficient coordination for timely response and management. Thank you, Ruchita, for organizing Sony for invalid sponsorship. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give your big hand to RBIUCS. Now it's time for your Q&A session.
Okay, questions? Okay.
I'll have one question about the UAV. How will the UAV be used with the Sony's presence? Can you please explain more?
We use UAV to capture the picture of the fire position. It's two-step verification, one from AI voice to detect location, but two is take the picture to give the surround area of fire location.
So the Sony's presence will be on top of the UAV?
Yes, yes. Okay. And which camera?
May I know the communication device? Is it wireless or you will be using something else like LoRaWAN for your communication connection?
Between the
data
pole
center
and we use L-Trace.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, you sit down.
How that device define difference between is what a forest fire or is what a campfire for the traveler?
Maybe the louding of the sound, because campfire is a small fire, but the forest fire is the big, so it generates more and louder sound.
Okay, yeah, that's a nice question. So how to differentiate between campfire and, okay, because there may be many people doing the campfire. So, yeah. So other questions? So we move from here. I think we have to go somewhere over here. Any questions? No? No more? Okay, if not, so we stop here. And thank you very much once again.
Thank you, RUCS. And the next team, ladies and gentlemen, please give your big applause to REC team. Please welcome.
Is that microphone on the stage? That one?
Test, test. Good afternoon, everybody. Our team is 𝘕𝐸C from Chulalongkorn University. Forest fires have become a global concern. They cause a lot of damage to the nature and the community. However, the impact on the tourism is also significant. It can disrupt local economies. And how is that related to Thailand? Thailand is a rich of nature and culture country, so that is attract many of tourists come to Thailand every year. But the forest fire continue to occur frequently. As you can see, the mostly is in the northern part, and we prevent this from happening. We prevent the forest fire before it happening.
We would to represent our prototype is legs bands. What is legs bands? Legs band is a cutting-edge wristband developed by the legs team. It evaluates the power of spatial technology to receive early warning message and location data. And not only the wristband, but also have fire detection stations. This station is designed to detect fire and smoke. Both our products integrate and correlate to enhance overall efficiency in disaster scenario. And 𝘕𝑐𝑎𝑑 will send a prompt warning and evacuation guidance, including direction to the nearest safe zone, providing efficient rescue operation and convenience to staff. This is our diagram showing our system, how does it work. When the fires occur, the station will detect fire and smoke by multi-spectrum camera using multi-band such as RGB, which process in convolutional neural network. And we use to write the photogrammetry and computer vision technique. Specialty is two photo intersections and 𝗙𝘗𝘂𝘂𝘁 geometry. Then we can find the coordinate of the fire spot. However, it's necessary to install a minimum of 2 stations for calculate. To enhance accuracy, we recommend to increase coverage and overlap between stations for improve the approximation of precise locations. After we know the fire spot coordinates, station receive location to a legs band and send it to the control station to plot on the web map. Officer will monitor the fire movement direction and find people who in the dangerous area and send the disaster information to 𝘕𝑐𝑎𝑑 control office. After that, the 𝘕𝑐𝑎𝑑 control office send a early warning message to legs band and village broadcast by the tower who are in the dangerous area for evacuations. So the legs band equate the antenna, LTS, and OLED LED display with the antenna chip. We can receive a L1S band, and we know the location and send it to the station. Evaluate the power by LTS can transmit our data over 100 kilometers. This is our view of our system. This is our demo web applications. If you look at the middle of the red circle, you will see one small circle in the side, and its center is a forest fire that we estimate from our stations. And a middle one red circle is represents situation of the fire, and the last weekend blue circle is a dangerous area. So this page will monitor location of the legs band on the map. We can see who is in the safe zone, who are in the dangerous area. Moreover, we use a spatial board to simulate a legs band when the forest fire is detected. Oh, sorry. Okay. เราไม่ได้ใช้จอข้ามเลย can you share our presentation, please? Okay, thank you.
So the last quick two things. There are many things we are focusing on this band, but we will talk about only two main things today. The first is about the safety. We will require users to register each time they use our band, so then we can tracking them all the time.
Time is up. Thank you, REC.
Thank you very much.
So it's now time for your Q&A session.
It's no. We have time for Q&A, but have you finished your presentation?
I'll have a last quick thing.
Okay. Be quick.
Okay. Secondly, it's about the commercial. We will distribute the device to the team to provide them to the tourists for the rent. Then although tourists will have to pay extra for the tourism, but it's still much less than being in danger. Thank you very much.
Okay. So they have their prototype and also a little bit of the business model. Okay. Renting to the tourists. Okay. So questions on this? Yep.
Thank you very much. Can it detect smoke as well? Because sometimes in some area, for example in Indonesia, the fire is not that big. The coverage area is also not big, but the smoke is terrible, and it can cause delay for the traffic.
Okay.
So
Thank
can
you
this?
Sorry. Thank you for your questions. We use a spectral camera that they have a many band to capture the image. So we would like to use many band to detect by using convolutional neural networks. So it's like you find the significance of the signal license of the smoke or of the fire. It's based on remote sensing.
So it's possible.
Yeah,
and there is the range of the concentration of the smoke, or just detection of.
We can detect by the tail of the smoke. That will detect direction of the smoke as well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a nice question as well. Because when there's a heavy fire, so a lot of smoke, and that makes the visibility poor, and that create traffic congestion. Okay. Other questions? So I'm going back more. So any questions here? No one? Okay. Thank you. So next thing, yeah.
Thank you so much, REC. So.
Thank you for your attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, moving forward to our fourth team, please give your big applause to SURBRU team. Please welcome.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. We are SURBRU team. Okay. I have real experience in the last 10 years in the past. I am faced to the fire evacuation from the building. At that time, there are a lot of smoke, and that is a big obstacle to evacuate. And the biggest obstacle is it disturbs the visibility of my eyes, and it hurt my eyes also. So sometimes I have to walking along my neighbor with closed eyes. So what will happen to me if I live alone in the house of fire?
Hey, uncle, I have solution. Our solution is this survival kit that have a safety helmet and wristband. But before you use this kit will guide you to evacuate. Before you use this kit, you should create map from our pattern that we gave to you. The pattern will have a 12 point inside your house. It will improve the accuracy of GNSS, and we will bring the point that you create to the model of local map or your house by training AI, and we will put the model inside your helmet. And when the event starts, we will activate EWS from QCSS, and it will provide evacuation guidance to inform you that you should wear survival kit, and the survival kit will broadcast signals that are radio and electric. About RF broadcast, we will send the user location to officers such as DDPM, sub-district administrative organization, and municipality. And it will transmit the signal when the user is active only. So if it's active, it's meaning that users are safe and it will stop broadcast. But what if it's inactive and the users are still in danger? We will check about the user condition, and if we know that the user are fall down or unconscious, we will send auto SOS signal to rescue.
Here's a little bit more detail about our wearable device. So basically, we use a Sony LP10 as the microcontroller. This to provide a user location to the output unit. And also, we think we will use a magnetometer to calculate or estimate user orientation or heading direction. We may also use the accelerometer with some additional sensors to estimate the user conditions, such as to check if the user is standing or if the user is falling down or not. We will provide the evacuation guidance to the user by making some vibration or sound that will be embedded inside the safety helmet and also the wristband or gloves. We will calculate or refine the coordinate from GNSS like this. The red dot represents the GNSS coordinate, right? And the green dot is the coordinate by measuring the magnetic field using the magnetometer, and then we estimate the user location on that map. And then we calculate the offset between these two points, and this offset and some other information will be encoded and stored inside that 55 bits of the LTS for further transmission. Yesterday we made some experiment by collecting the magnetic field. We create a magnetic map and we feed this data to the very simple neural network model. For 100 epoch, we obtain this average accuracy around 95 or 98%. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, SURBRU. So it's now time for your Q&A session.
Yep. Okay. Questions? In the back or front? Yep.
Thank you very much. It's a nice innovation. Would it be possible to have this technology in the smartphone? Because during the disaster area, I might remember to get my smartphone, but not the device. So would it be possible? Considering also the power supply, because if you have the battery, you need to charge. Things
Yes,
like that.
sure.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think yes, technically it's possible, but I have one question. So actually, yeah, this is very important. Like when somebody falls down, it's not only for disaster, like the aged people, when they fall down at home and nobody to help. So you can transmit the alarm. And if you can do it with the mobile, that's very nice.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Other questions, comments, recommendation? Please help them to improve the prototype by asking questions. Okay. No? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you again, 𝘬𝘵𝘊𝘢. So not let you wait further, please welcome the next team, 𝑔𝘰𝘥𝘦. Please welcome.
All right, good day everyone. Konnichiwa minasan. Actually, I were the participant in last year if someone noticed my face. All right, so as I'm an engineer, right, I always question how our deployment of technology is actually effective. And now I decided to reinvent the wheels, right? Okay, so this year the context will be about tsunami, flooding, and forest fire. But actually our location, the closest sea is in Myanmar. So let's talk about flooding and forest fire for now. All right, so normally the IoT device that we want to deploy, right, they are coming to either ways. First is a static device. You place it on the ground and then that's it, right? Or second, you place it into someone's body and just carrying around. Well, in the first case, if you put it on the ground, right, it's guaranteed to be destroyed when some disaster happen. Or second, if you put it into some human, like the device, like detecting a carbon dioxide or something like that, well, if it warns you into the danger levels, I mean the user are in threat and it should not be deployed like that. Okay, and lastly, if you want to deploy in a wide area like in the northern regions, right, well, the cost will be enormous and the cost for maintaining and upgrading it is unbelievable. Especially if you're using this Sony's present to do the thing that I have said before. And that of this would bankrupt my bank account. Okay, so this is our old traditional way of deploying it static, right? So the coverage will be very small. Now, easy solution for us, right? We just tie it to the balloon, and then we fly it up. At about 30 meters from the ground, right, under the Thai civil administration, something like that, this is the legal altitude for our device. And actually, it's not considered a drone, so it can even fly higher. At this point, in the best scenario, it can see about almost 20 kilometers, but let's say 5 kilometer coverage in this case then. Okay, so now this is human, right? Human has two eyes, right, and a brain. This can make us to tell the difference between each depth. Well, if you close your left and your right eye, right, you will see different image. This difference can make us know what is the depth of stuff. Now, also Sony's present can do that. Well, this is our, actually we just put something up together, right? This is our prototype, I would say that, right? Okay, and then we will do something like this. We have camera, right? Just like our eyes. We can see fires, right? Sony's present also had an AI. They can know what is fire and what is not, right? So if it's not a fire, it will do nothing. But if it's a fire, it will pass to their motherboard, right? We will use to Sony's presence. One, we will use it to communicate and dealing with those stuff. Another one will do the image processing to calculate the distance and where the fire is about. All right, so let us assume this is a province of Lampang, right? About 50 kilometers at this point. Well, we can deploy something like just 10 devices and we can cover the whole province. Okay, fire start. First one may be detected by our ULab, okay. And then, well, it finds the sky, right? Now we will use the L-trace receiver to receive it. It can receive up to 100 kilometers, so there's no worry about receiving those signals. Now we relay the vector of that fire. We encode it and then send to the EWS. And then there are another person that also carries something like this, a device and a gas canister. It's very small, just like my hand, right? And then they just plug that canister into the device and boom, it flies to the sky. And now 3 of them can use the image processing to localize where the fire is about and then create the zone that are danger and the caution zone to be, to be covered. This is our comparison to our 2 competitors, which are normal IoT and the UAV. Of course, the UAV will be the most effective, but, well, it's very expensive, and you need someone to be trained to use them. Ours is a bit more expensive than IoT because of those balloon stuff, right? But actually, the coverage is just like worth it because it becomes a kilometer just like UAV did. And it can stay in the sky about 2 days. This is just like minimal expected. It can be longer if we utilize the power consumption management. And yeah, it can be used under the laws. And we expect that it can make the forest fire can be quickly localized, and the real-time method is always available. Also, the flood, they can use to support the after the post-disaster management. This is our team. We are in a different, we are all engineers, but we are in a different kind of subjects, so we have many way of looking at the problems. Now, I would like to see and hear everyone's suggestion or question of my ideas. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, your GABN. So it's now time for your Q&A session.
Okay, here's the question.
Maybe a comment. Hello. So I'm Ella. Maybe my comment would be, you said that your device could last 2 days, real time, and for operating in 2 days. But does it also consider extreme weather conditions or ideal conditions?
Okay, the answer is easy, right? So it's very small device. That means it will not attract too much winds. Yeah, of course there will be clouds and those heavy rain, but actually if they're using with a forest fire, right, there will be no strong wind. Maybe they can be stuck up, but the distance that is seen from the point of its original to the fire probably be kilometers away. So the danger that wind will suck it up into that is there, but it's manageable, and it can be lost because it's not that expensive. And for the flood, we will use it at the post-mitigation after disaster already passed to rescue the survivors, or maybe accepting their request. Something like a flash signal can be picked up by this device. Thank you.
Okay, other questions? No? Then, okay, yeah.
Can I comment you something? I'm quite here that you show us that the duration of this device is processed in 1 day, right?
Let's say in days. Then.
In days that, and if the Wi-Fi occur, it's a very it's spread very rapid. How do you deal with that? If it's not the same coverage or same location when it passes.
Can you simplify your question a bit?
I mean the fire forest is widespread. If your device is not, it's through the that location, and then it duration to come back again, right?
No, we just likely just like a dumb thing, right? We just throw it to the sky and that's it. We can just like stick it to some trees and make it just being held by a tree and something like that. But as I said, we will make it abundant. Just like it's very cheap, right? Just deploy 10 of them. If they've been destroyed, 2 or 3 is okay because it's just like 10,000 baht or something like that. We can just buy a new one. Just like we will use the number to win the disaster.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, any more questions? Yep. Okay, sorry.
Thank you. You say that the device like a human, 2 eyes with 1 brain. So we only looking at 1 direction.
No, we will just put a servo motors, and it's not that not that heavy, so it can be rotated easily. And there are also an IMU that can tell whereabouts and its orientations. We just only need this parameter to calculate the whereabouts of the fire.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I have one last question for you. So this is your 2nd time. So can you make your prototype twice better or more?
If the 𝘙𝘂𝘂 bot is available, sure, I can make that one. But, well, actually, the 𝘙𝘂𝘂 is just based on law. The method of using it is the same, but the capability will be different depending on the stuff, the electronic inside of that.
Thank you. Okay. You still have question? Okay, why not?
When will you throw the device in the air?
Well, I mean, when someone see the fire, or maybe the regular patrol thing, right? We have someone like 𝘙𝘗𝘂𝘁𝘂𝘁, something like that. Or maybe some trained civilians that were volunteer. They can just like walk around and yeah, we deploy this for 2 hours a day and nothing else. We just put it back to the ground.
And then if we can see the fire, why we use this device?
we use it to see longer distances. I mean, we have 1,000 of square kilometers to be covered, and that's why we need to see from the sky. I mean, UAV can do that, but battery degradations that UAV just like, it costs a lot more than just using some dumb cheap electronics to fly to the sky.
Okay, so I think, yes, this type of comments also necessary to improve your prototype. Okay. So please think about it.
I will
Any
make
more
it
questions?
demos.
You have questions? No? Any more? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, UCBN, very much. Moving forward, it's now time for our sixth team. Please welcome Control Freaks.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. We are Team Control Freaks from the Philippines. So our prototype is entitled 𝘰𝘗𝘓𝘕, Real-Time Disaster-Aware Navigation Network. We come up with the term 𝘰𝘗𝘓𝘕 because it came from the goddess from the Philippine mythology, 𝘰𝘗𝘓𝘕, which roughly translates to protection from disasters. So we are students from the University of the Philippines, Diliman campus, coming from 3 different departments. Now, just to give a brief context of our main motivation, now our country, the Philippines, is prone to disasters and natural hazards, averaging about 20 typhoons per year. And because of this, the Philippines always had challenges and difficulties when it comes to transportation of goods and search and rescue operations to those areas affected by the disasters. Now, according to this article, the government admits slow transport of relief goods because there are areas which are remote, thus being unable to reach them. Now, while there are existing navigation systems such as Google Maps, we are not sure if they are actually in real time or they can cause such delays. So, which is why we are proposing a solution that utilizes GNSS and IoT for disaster monitoring. We're planning to use a camera connected to this presence that it can take an image and use a neural network to give an assessment how accessible these routes are, and also 𝘙TRAS to connect those data to a server. And upon connecting those data is to enhance relief efforts and rescue operations by providing optimized routes to avoid the roads that are blocked due to disaster debris. And we also look forward to develop a cross-platform application for it to be accessible using web or mobile application. Now, our target beneficiaries are the government sector and corporate deliveries. The first is the government through search and rescue operations and also with the transportation of relief goods. And this is for the trucks, for them to avoid the roadblocks or any other disaster debris. And another is for the courier industry, which they can use for mobility. And as for the implementation, we are given a network of cameras pointing along the routes, giving the receiver an assessment by a neural network in which the training data are stored, and sending those data via 𝘙TRAS to a main receiver, which is connected to the internet via cloud. And then the laptops or mobile or other devices can request the optimized path. Sorry, this is a screenshot, by the way, of we tested the L4ID, which is visible. We tested it this morning, and we will give further explanation in the next few slides.
So these are our sample data set. The crumpled paper represents the debris that blocks the roads during disasters. We trained our algorithm with the following pictures so we can know if it is working. So for every level that we see here, we took 50 photos of different angles so that the algorithm can easily classify the level of road blockage. So ultimately, we will be using a better data set that can represent debris better, but for this session, we were only able to use the materials that were given to us. So using neural network console, we validated the data. So you can see here, the validation and the training error is less than 1. Since we use 𝘙TRAS, we had to execute the test in an outside setting. With that, this is our demo.
So this is our prototype and the camera connected to the main board in the 𝘪𝑐 board. Here is our code. And the serial monitor later will display what is the classification that the prototype infers based on the volume of the debris on the road. So here it says 1, which is level 1. So now we will have to wait for the 𝘪𝑐 to receive the data so we can determine the location of the road blockage. So of course, this is not the final prototype, so our future plans are as follows. The last slide.
I believe we can give you 20 seconds extra for the technical issues that we had.
So to ensure the broad accessibility, our aim is to integrate this AI-enhanced IoT device with both a web and mobile app. This will enable the stakeholders to access it as a map navigation tool. So given the current unavailability of 𝘪𝑐 in the Philippines, we are exploring alternatives by considering a different board that can also effectively disseminate information. So that is all for our team.
Okay, question time. Any questions? No? Okay, okay. Yep.
Sorry, I think I did not see how you will use QSS EWS in the prototype.
We're going to use the 𝘪𝑐 board. We weren't able to show in the last part of the video because the video was too long. But
Okay, I can help you to explain. They have an 𝘪𝑐 board, and that has a receiver, or expressions receiver, and that's getting the signal from the QGIS with the EWS message. And of course, they will generate the EWS as well, but it's not everything done. And you have heard 𝘪𝑐 many times, so let me just explain what is 𝘪𝑐. So it's a data transmission system developed by Sony, and it's called the LPWA, low power wide area. Okay? So if you don't have internet or communication like in forest or in the sea area, you can use 𝘪𝑐. So you can transmit the data, I think, if you have a line of sight up to 100 kilometers. So it's very, very useful where you don't have other communication network. So this will help your IoT network to send low data rates, small packets to a central server of 𝘪𝑐. And then you put that 𝘪𝑐 server, the main base station where you have internet. And then you can send to the cloud. Okay? So this is the whole thing that you heard 𝘪𝑐. And you also saw in the video, introductory video. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was our Group 6 for today's challenge of RPD, and they are control freaks. So now let's move on with our Group 7, which is Weak Al. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Weak Al on the stage, please. All the best.
I think you should go as well. You are the team member, no?
Hello everyone. Hello everyone. 𝘪𝑐𝗂𝘁 𝘊𝑚𝑖𝑛𝑎𝑠𝑎ng 𝑣𝑒𝑗𝑢𝑚𝑒 𝑚ashite watashi Malaysia kara kimashita. Okay, so we are from Group 13, WEEKL. Our topic is landslide debris flow for solution system for campers. Next slide. So this is our group, consists of Fitri, Omar, Umaira, and me, Diana, and also my other friends, Natasha, will be online. Next. So our targeted issue. So we focus on the landslide, specifically in debris flow. Why? Why? Because the landslide is the second largest natural disaster in Malaysia. So as you can see, this is one of the scenario happened in Malaysia. 30 dead victims in landslide. And then you can see the tourist resort in Malaysia, and then 2 hikers missing after landslide. So there are many more recent cases happen. Next. Okay, so the solution impact for our system is first to save life and belongings, to minimize the cost of rescue operation. Third, tourists, campers, hikers, and safety. For improved resorts owner reputation and campus trust. 5, increasing the tourism economy through the influx of the tourists. So all this solution covers the SDG. Number 3, number 9, number 11, and number 13. Next. So as you can see, this is the stakeholder analysis. So first, we can see the number 1, campers or hikers. So they plan to go to the camping, but they didn't know where's the safest location they should go. So the resort owner will provide the safety chart, which is provided by our product, which is Environet AI. So Environet AI will provide site info to the stakeholder, which is the insurance, mass communication, and forest ranger. The forest ranger will get the site info, and they will go to the location if anything happen. While the mass communication will get the site info also if anything happen. Last but not least, the government will get the feedback survey by the campers to the safety regulation provided by them, and the resort owner have to pay the tax. Moving to the next slide. So our device deployment concept. So let's go to the camping. Let's assume this is our camping site. So you can see that the green zone is you can see the green, yellow, and red color is our specific zone. So the small rectangle is where is our sensor will be deployed. Next. So the proposed concept technology will be used GNSS, and then the GNSS will provide the EWM message to the campers, and by the sensor receive any signals from the system. So the forest ranger, the resort owner, and the campers will get the message. So they will do the fast evacuation and fast rescuing, and to minimize or zero casualty. Next. So how it works? Okay, let's assume that the new campers come to the camping site, and then they scan the QR code, or maybe they get the bracelet, or will be discussed later, and then they will get the information from the QR code. So while the existing people on the camping site, will get any message if the signal trigger. So this is the video demonstration. Please proceed, Omaira.
All right, for this video demonstration, we are using 2 devices, which is the first one is Sony presents as the transmitter that is connected to the vibration sensor. On the other hand, we have Sony Ultras used as receiver data that alert the alarm system for the evacuation process. So let's play the video. In these cases, can you play the video, please? Okay, while they are setting for the technical, I am explaining the video demonstration. For these cases, we are monitoring the threshold of the vibration monitor. We set the threshold in a specific range. So, all right, it's okay. I will just explain because of our video cannot be played. Okay, it's okay. Continue back. So once it exceeds the range, the alarm will be triggered. by the data collection, if somebody wants to make a research, they can use our data collection to predict the land movement or soil moisture in the future. So for this, we are using just smoke sensor just for the sake of our prototype today. This is the 𝘙𝘃𝘋. Okay, there are two platforms right now. First one is the 𝘙𝘃𝘋 as the receiver, and then we use the 𝘂𝑚 as the transmitter. When the range is exceed, it will alarm the 𝘙𝘃𝘋, trigger the alarm ultrasonic wirelessly. Okay, next. Oh, thank you. Okay, sorry, just a little.
To Dinesh ji, can we move on with the presentation, or shall we end it here?
Yeah, let's let them finish.
Just a little bit. Okay, that video, we are tracking the people who left behind using EWS. Okay, thank you so much. Let's proceed with the Q&A session.
Okay. So questions? Any questions here? Yeah.
Thank you very much. I just returned 2 weeks ago from very extremely hilly area in Toraja, Indonesia. And they experience this issue almost every day, that the landslide might block the road going up the hills or down the hills. And you were saying you need to use the QR code just now. And those areas that I just come from, they don't even have network or electricity. How applicable is that? And second one, are you detecting the disaster or for the evacuation alert only?
Thank you for a good question. Our proposed concept is actually for resort owners. Usually resort owners, they already have facilities usually for their campus for like Wi-Fi or anything. For those that don't have, we propose the use of 𝘙𝘃𝘋, the tower connection to connect between our device to submit the information to the one who control the safety of the person that in their resort. So means that the person who want to go inside the resort will have to connect to an app using a QR code that is specifically designed for the resort owner. So the resort owner will have the control of what happened inside their resort place. So this is something we are proposing.
Okay, so maybe next prototype is for the remote area one. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
Okay, thank you. So, other questions? No? Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our 7th group for the presentation of RPD Challenge, Week L. Now, without any further ado, let's move on and welcome our Group 8, One for All.
Test. สวัสดีครับ When people are saying that 9 out of 10 forest fires are caused by humans, all I hear is that there's a bears out there know how to use matches. One of the biggest forest fires in the human history was in the 1825, is burning 3 million acres of forest, and 1 billion animals were killed in the 2019 Black Summer forest fire. An early warning application is very important, but nowadays teenagers and elderly aren't interested in it. Even though an early warning application should be something that everyone give importance to and be aware of. This is due to the unattractive UIs and the difficulty to use, and I'm here to solve the solution. Here's the diagram of my 𝘔𝘃𝘂 system. My application's name is 𝘔𝘃𝘂. Having the main control centers as a brain of the system, capturing the data from the QCSS and the 𝘕IISS and MODIS hotspot from 𝘬𝘗 and 𝘠𝘰 and PP. Sending the data to users by application SMS message and local warning tower. Home page, the first and the most important. In this page, it will inform you on hotspot found today and today humidities and today wind speed. And here, if you press this button, this will link you to the next page. I call it Safe Way. These features will determine you the best emergency waypoint that will bring you to the safest if you're facing the worst situation. Nowadays, so many people can remember the emergency phone numbers. So I made these features to help people to connect to their government faster and easier. One of the another important pages is the user status. In these pages, it will show you the information of the hotspot found today, the hotspots past 24 hours, and the daily average statistic. In the normal situation, there's no need to worry. However, but if the situation keeps worse, we will inform you on health recommendations that you can follow to be safe, and you can also alert other people by clicking on the bells too in the areas. Lastly, you might think, what is my prototype is connected to the Sony 6%. I'm here to show you the external device, 𝘙𝘂𝘂𝘁, a small, flexible, and easy to use. You can just stick it to your phone. By using the magnetic, something like this. By using 𝘙𝘂𝘂𝘁, people can get more the accuracy and more detail from the 𝘔𝘃𝘂 application. Then you might have some question, why we need to buy the 𝘙𝘂𝘂𝘁? Let me give you some example. We all know that we can hear the sound directly from our phone, but still why people have to use headphones? Because we want to hear the songs clearly and directly to our ears. Is it the same? If you have 𝘙𝘂𝘂𝘁, you can get more experience, better results, more accuracy, and more detail, like you having a premium account. Lastly, 𝘔𝘃𝘂𝘁 application is a big step toward in the future to support and respond to the wildfires faster. It is not just an application, but it is a tool for people to protect themselves and the environment. Thanks for your attention.
Okay, very nice presentation. And he's a high school student and one-man team.
Yes, I'm a high school
and
student.
Many of you are from the university. So he's really challenging. Okay, questions? Okay.
Okay.
First thing, I would like to applaud for your presentation. I'm impressed by that, all my expectations. But first thing first, you are using the mobile phone with something that attached to the back of it, right?
You mean 𝘙𝘂𝘂𝘁?
Yeah.
Okay. It's an external device. Like if you're an average person, you don't really want to buy this, of course. But if you're the researchers, scientists, or someone who really want the accuracy and better results, you are going to use it.
Okay. So one concern about that, you are using your phone to warning the incoming fire, right?
Yes.
I just want to know that your application will be robust enough when the Wi-Fi connection is lost because of destroyed infrastructure, something like that. This is my only questions.
Okay. Thank you for the recommendation. This is still in the development, and because of the, I will accept the truth that I'm still lack of knowledge, budgets, and supporters. In the future, I may develop it to the better version and can solve the problem. Maybe I can use something like Bluetooth, the other stuff. Yeah.
We are sure to be working with each other. I really like your concept. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions? No? No more? Okay, all the best. Thank you.
Thank
for
you.
a nice presentation.
Thank you so much for this big opportunity.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was our one-man army, one for all, group number 8. So now let's move on with our group number 9, high tension. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our group number 9.
And this high tension is also from high school, not university. Okay. But they are in a team. So let's see, one-man version.
1 versus 2 now.
Okay.
Hello everyone, high tension, we are stream high tension. My name is 𝘠𝘗𝘠𝘀 from 𝘠𝘂𝘂𝘂𝘂 School. Okay, shall we start? First, our main goal here is early warning and SOS support. The most important thing is the early warning. Why? Because we have to prepare. If we know the flooding is coming, then we have time to prepare and evacuate immediately. And you would ask, why flooding? So, the flooding is pretty often occur in our country, Thailand, especially the southern part of our country. Not long ago, there have been a huge flooding in the southern part of our country. That's why we invented the way to protecting or solve the problem of people that are stuck on the roof or can evacuate from the flooding and not have time to prepare. So this is a summary of our system. So first, I'm going to focus you on the 𝘙𝑗𝑠S satellite. Why is this so important? First, if we have the internet is collapsing, we have to have something that can connect with the citizen that in the flooding area. This is why. The 𝘙𝑗𝑠S is going to send latitude and longitude of the position of the sensor that is detecting. And it's going to update every 1 minute of what happened in the flooding area. Next is our application. Our application gonna push the notification and receive the SOS signal from the citizen that is stuck in the flooding zone and identify the submerged area, how much is going to submerge in flooding area, and send the early warning before the disaster or if flooding is coming. Next is our government. The government is in the crucial part too, because why? Because the government gonna send the rescue team to the flooding area and gonna help. And they're gonna contact the hospital and the police to rescue and help the citizen or the victim that's stuck in the flooding zone. Next is the citizen. The citizen gonna receive the SOS signal and SOS, they can send the SOS signals to our application. Then the rescue team gonna receive the position of the citizen that's stuck in the flooding zone. And the sensor gonna send the analog signal to the alert system and the sound system that they're in the province area. This is our prototype, very early prototype. Okay, so that's why we are choosing this kind of prototype because it's very easy to install in certain area. Let's say okay. Okay, come here. Let's say this is our pole. This is the pole that we attached from near the river. to the citizen nearby. Okay, next, please. Oh, sorry. My bad. This is what our prototype application is going to look like, okay? So we have to put the phone number so the rescuer can contact later or the citizen that's stuck in the flooding area, and the login and sign in to identify the person that flood the citizen to identify. Then this is a SOS signal going to look like. The mark or the pointer gonna show the phone number and the name of the citizen that's stuck or the victim. Here is the rescue page that show the position of the citizen. This is the quick demonstration of our application, and I'm gonna show you what the notification gonna sound like. Wait a minute, please. Wait. Okay, that's okay. Thank you for our presentation.
Okay, so questions for
question, please.
Another high school team? No one?
No.
Do you have some demo to show? Do you have something
Okay.
still? So we can give you 1 or 2 minutes because so far we don't see
So
any.
this is what our notification sound gonna look like. Sorry. Maybe it's how do I say? Sorry for. Oh, it's just received it. Again, can you send it again? The notification.
You are sending the warning notification to your
Yes.
mobile?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a minute, please. Let me see. No, it's too slow. Here. Right here. Okay, wait a minute, please. Okay.
Yep.
The notification gonna look like this. Oh, okay. So the notification is received, and it's gonna be sound like this. And I would definitely hear it when I use the sound. Okay, sorry. Okay, that is for presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. If any questions for them? No? Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
thank you. Group number 9, high tension. Maybe have a big round of applause for them again, please. Okay, so we are now to the last group before our 10-15 minutes break, which is group number 10, SKR Innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome them to the stage.
Test. Okay, hello everyone. We are SKR Innovation team. Today we are going to present enhancing efficiency of fire fallout detection sensor through artificial intelligence.
Yeah. Problem of forest fire. In 1 year, Thailand used to have 20,000 million square meter of forest fire. Or that year, there would be 600 square meter of forest fire per second. Damage value at over 100 billion baht and causing air pollution and damage to forest.
Okay, further, the state of the art in the current, everyone knows Internet of Things It's a real system using Internet of Things technology and smoke sensor, temperature sensor, or anything. That's everyone user resume roughly similar to the traditional counterparts. That so it's the same as it. So we want to improve the technology to detection fire forest detection.
So this is a design of our model. So we have a solar panel used. We use it to power our board, and this is M2 sensor, MQ2 sensor, and the ST sensor. We have a Sony S% board, a Sony S% camera, and we have a servo to rotate the camera. Okay, so this is system operations. So take a look here. It's these 5 lookout towers. So we have a S% board connect to this one, and we have a sensor, and we get the coordinates of the tower using QCSS. So after every data is ready to send, we send this data to the station, and the station will release the EWS message, and we will convert this EWS message to readable or easy to read data. And after we convert it, we will show this data on our website, so everybody can see this website. And if it have a fire happen, we will send a signal to warning pole to around wind range around there.
Okay, for the methodology that we use to create projects, we are called data collection by measure from sensor from the detecting Wi-Fi in various environment, and so after that we cluster the data from the two-step cluster or framing clustering to refixing the severity of fire level, and so after that we use that data to create a mathematical model to improve predictions Wi-Fi occurrence in this cluster by this equation, and I use apply to AREMA analysis time series to see the possibility of fire forest, and I create a secretary plot to see the relationship. I want to this information to create machine learning in the web application or extension future. And I answer image classification by VRD size in the neuron console, and improve the automatical structure search to use in the Sony camera to detection fire forest.
The feature and how does this work of our applications. So the application can show each data of each tower. It can show like temperature or location, and it can show a surveillance area, and it can show a fire forest area. So you can click on the red icon. It's like when you this icon is fire lookout tower, and when you click and show more information like humidity or gas value, and if you take a look here, it have a yellow circle. It means surveillance area, and how is it know it's surveillance? So if our sensor can detect like it's high temperature, but camera cannot detect the fire, it will that means it's surveillance area. But if camera can detect a fire, that means it have a fire forest area. Yes.
Okay, and that's the feature extension in the web application that should have is we develop a neural network fire forest model using machine learning, but we use the data set from the sensor that we detection to create the predictions of the points of in the map of the fire forest will occur in the future, for we are carefully preventing from the happening. And we create a machine learning model for real-time Wi-Fi when Wi-Fi is suppressed. Wi-Fi when fire occur, we want this to real-time predictions, the directions and area of Wi-Fi will spread in. Thank you everyone. Thank you for attention. Thank you.
Okay, questions? So this is the last team before we break. Do you have any questions? No? You are already tired? Okay, if no question, we'll stop here. And before you go out, okay, you can leave, so please give them a big applause. And you just stay here. And before you go out, so we have a break, I think for 10 minutes. So before we go out, we would like to have a picture taken once again here. All the RPD challenge, can you come here? Because in the beginning, all of you were not here. So can you come here quickly? All the RPD challenge participants.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I hope you feel refreshed after the break. And now it's time for the rest of the team. We have 6 teams left. If you're ready, please give your big hand to Nong Tang team.
Hello everyone, we are from Nong Tang team. The left picture is my hometown in the flood at the Patharung, and the second picture is for my teammate at the Pattani region. So I will show you some number, 5.3%. This number is the amount of people who can access communication during the flood disaster in Thailand from 12 million people. This report is showing the number that correct from the big previous flood that in 2011 in the Thailand, which every part of Thailand occurred. So the government allowed the sub-district organization to manage the situation, and the local organization method is to let the rescuer paddle the boat to the residential area. And we think that this method is not sufficient at all because we don't know the target area, how we will find the victim, and we don't know the exact amount of them. So we can manage the budget, we can manage the resource such as a boat or rescue. So wouldn't it be better if we can track them somehow or positioning them by 𝘔𝘗𝘋, locating drone for the flood victim? So the structure of it consists of 2 main parts. The first part is a drone that have a camera module, and the second is live buoy that attach the 𝘙𝑃 device. When the flood starts, we launch the drone in the sky to correct the top view image to search victim position by using object detection or some other kind of signal such as infrared signal. And if we found the victim, we will send the buoy to them. And in this buoy, we can add the 𝘙𝑃 which can locate them, or some audio device or some camera to see the real-time situation around them. And after the buoy is sent to the victim, we can specify their position real-timely from the outerwear or the center. So imagine that if someone struck in some pit, or they can see by the rescue on the boat, it is better to see him from the sky. And then we go to help them. So this is also work well with a tsunami. So we all know that Thailand has big flood every year, but also other kind of water disasters such as tsunami, which come around 20 years ago that Thailand cannot deal with it. But luckily we have 𝘔𝘗𝘋 that can track the position of the victim real-timely by the life buoy. Imagine that the tsunami occur and in the room position, they can access outside, or they can floating by the water bowl. In the customer value chain, the victim who is a citizen of the city of the country pay the tax to the government, and the government manage the budget to the disaster management organization. This organization, or in Thai called DDPM or 𝘑𝑝, will help victim in the situation. And our 𝘔𝘗𝘋 position in the product and service to the disaster management organization. We also supported by service providers such as Crown or QCSS provider. And we must train the rescue to use our drone and our live buoy device. Our impact, I think there are many things such as simplify their position or reduce the risk of the operation, approach the hard accessible position that the boat can access, or we can get useful information and save our resource, boat, equipment, people, money. Our team comes from many universities and diverse majors. This is our prototype. He is 𝘔𝘗𝘋. The 𝘔𝘗𝘋 start and fly to the area of the flood. The top left is the computer vision or our 𝘔𝘗𝘂. After drone find the victim, they will locate their position and give him a present device that can positioning them. And he will receive help from the rescue or some operator. Just wait and let them help. So and this is the time graph. Lastly, we don't want those 5% to be wait hopelessly. Thank you.
Thank you, Nong Tang. So it's now time for your Q&A session.
Okay, questions, please. Any? Yeah. Okay, I'll come to you.
Thank you for interesting talk. I have two questions. One is how to control this drone, and second one is, do you have any plan to like save more urgent person, like a little baby or some women?
Okay, thank you for your questions. So, well, for the first question, can you repeat the first question?
How to control drone?
Okay, so this is the big challenge for our team. We plan to remodel of the drone, so we don't have to use like controller by hand. So we just put it in the software and locate to somewhere and launch it with the software.
Okay, but so like by using GNSS or camera or
okay,
like that.
We think that we will use the GNSS track location. So it will like you have two S%. It will be stick with the drone one S%, and another one is at the live buoy.
Okay, thank you.
So for the second question, okay. We didn't think about it yet, so we think that we will attach more device like sound or camera to monitor or like something like that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So this is a very important question. So the question is, how do you get to the victim? I mean, the person who needs the rescue. And the second one is, how do you prioritize which one to rescue first? For example, you have one drone, and there are 10 person who you need to rescue. Okay. How do you plan that? So this is a question. Okay. Other questions or comments? Any other things? No? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Nong Chang. That's a cute name though, I like it. So let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. The next team, please welcome Going Mary. Please give you a big hand.
Hello, testing. Okay. So shall we start?
Sure. So we are Team 𝘔𝘰𝘥𝘦, and the issue we would like to tackle is Wi-Fi. Sorry. So these are our team members, and we'll talk about the issues, and we'll go over to our solution, and we'll cover all the sessions of our solution. So the Wi-Fi has been brutal to us since decades, and even if you live so far away from the forest, the pollution will get to you anyway. And what's even worse is when people are trapped inside the forest that is on fire. It will be devastating to locate the survivors. So let's move on to our solution.
Okay, first I would like to talk about overview of our solution. First, we will implement a lot of measuring nodes around the forest. From the measuring node, we will send the data to the GNSS satellites. From that satellites, we will retrieve the data and send back to the ground station. From the ground station, we will send the data to the database, and we will build some application. From that application, citizens can receive the messages from the notification message if the user is opening the online. If a user is not opening the online, we will send a SMS message using 𝘙𝘰𝘂𝘂. Of course, we will send all the data from the satellites to aircraft, fire station, and TV channel. And we will also have an alarm system in our tower near the villages. And yes, we will also use drone manually. We will receive the data from GNSS to the drone. We will control the drone from the ground station manually and search the Wi-Fi area and detect if there is a human in the Wi-Fi or not.
Thank you, Scott. Let's take a look on the measuring nodes. This measuring node is used to capture the data from the environment, such as the gas sensor or the humidity or temperature sensor. Measuring node will have a 12-volt battery as a power supply, and for the sensors we will use a gas sensor and humidity sensor, and to send the data we will use suppressors, S%.
So in the ground station, they had a set of suppressors, LoRa modules, and Arduino, and for the internet connections. So next slide. For the mobile application, we can get, we have several features on the mobile application. We have alert notifications, we have article for Wi-Fi, and maybe it's for educational purpose. We also have a geomap location. Maybe they can show our existing locations, and it will show the waters and some resources. So next slide. For the rescue drone, first, we need to detect the areas of the forest, and then we will use the long-range drone, like we use 10-kilometer range drone for this forest. We use some of Sony suppressors, motion sensors, humidity sensors, and some cameras, which is detected from the air. So next slide.
So our customers will be the public sectors and civilians. Also, there will be suppliers for our modules, and they can be our potential business partners. And we'll have subsidiary NGOs, and they'll be sponsors for that. And for the marketing, we will share infographics about the Wi-Fi. Thank you for your time, and suggestions are most welcome.
Thank you, 𝘔𝘰𝘥𝘦𝘊. So, Dr. Dinesh, it's
Yes.
time for a Q&A
Yeah.
session, please.
Okay. Any questions, comments? No questions from our challengers? Okay, yep, please.
Thank you very much for the presentation. I'm Ine from Korea Aerospace Research Institute. I'm wondering if you have any strategies to attract your potential customers in the future?
Potential customers.
Yeah, but and I saw the sponsors on the last slide, like a lot of stakeholders and organizations.
Yes, please.
Yeah, customers, probably marketing strategies.
Yeah, we have to plan strategies in the future. So for the marketing part, we have think about the. So it is connected with the NGOs also, who will share information about the Wi-Fi's, do's and don'ts, and also with the NGOs, we will have to host conference, workshop, and trainings. And these are for the customers to attract the customers, the market value. Yeah. So the customers will mainly be the public sectors like government offices, emergency, like that, and also the civilians for the alarming mobile application.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So the question is how you can make money.
Yeah.
Okay. Other questions? No? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, 𝘔𝘰𝘥𝘦. All right, not let you wait further. Please give your big hand to the next team, strangers.
Hello everyone, we are Dream Stranger from Mayfair University. We present a project about forest fire under the concept of monitor or protect the forest. Okay, move on to the solution. Forest fire prevention monitoring involves using historical data on fire in the past to 2 to 3 years to analyze the next forest fire and using drone to inspire each area to fight fire area in order to predict the situation of fire space. We are moved to 𝘔𝘂𝘂𝘁. First, the government or private companies employs and provides information to main company for monitor the protection of forest fire. And if a fire occurs, it will provide information and widgets to firefighter to put out fire. Next to prototype.
The next two prototypes. It is, for example, area A. We used history of forest fire about 2 or 3 years to predict that there may be fire in the future. The left side is a show green color is the show it is forest, and the red dot is forest that used to have forest fire, and the green dot is
is a reference station. Move to a system for measuring humidity. We use system for monitor humidity by employing drone to measure in predefined area using the GNSS system to indicate the direction and coordinate to which the drone will go in each area. And we use drone to inspect information in the forest and use alerts to provide information back to the company. And company send information to firefighter and the ground station transmit location data via satellite to the drone.
Next, area risk assessment system of monitoring wind direction and speed by employing drone to measure in predefined area using the GNSS system. Next. Bring in history data to analyze it. With data on humidity, we will obtain prediction 1. Example, history data indicate that the rate of forest fire is higher in area C4. Data analysis use humidity show that a high rate of fire space encased by low humidity. Subsequently, we will use wind analysis to examine the prediction 1, yielding prediction result 2. Next.
For the next, we will use infrared cameras attached to drone to assess each area to see if there are any forests in the area. If there is a dangerous situation, information will be reported to the company about dangers. The next, for the example, when there is a forest fire, we will design a high-risk area surrounding the incident area. Then we use the information from the prediction results to estimate the space within the defined boundary around the area. So we will be able to access to how the fire spread to surrounding locations. Next.
Okay, I'm so sorry, but the time is up. So Dr. Dinesh, shall we move on with the presentation?
Let them finish.
Okay.
How many
proceed.
slides you have?
How many slides do you have left? Only one, okay.
The next, after conducting the comprehensive risks examine in the area where this forest fire occur, we will send the information to firefighting experts. Information can be used to more accurately assess the situation, the leading risks of accident, and accurately identify affected area dispossessed, aim to reduce damage and increase overall accuracy in the responding to incidents. Thank you for your attention.
Okay. So, questions, comments? Anybody? Anybody? No? Okay, I have one comment or suggestion. Your idea is quite good, using the history data and predict fire. But the system architecture is a little bit still not correct, so you have to improve it. Okay? With the satellite and data uplink and downlink, that part you have to correct. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, one question here.
Yeah, thank you. I might suggest to add more variables in your system, not only humidity, because there are a lot of factors that might affect the fire. For example, like the types of the trees, types of the forest itself, Normally in the urban planning, we have priority of the layers variables. So you might need to add the variables here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for your suggestion, ma'am. And
wait,
sir.
wait. Did you get what was the comment? Did you understand what the comment was? So you need to add more variables like humidity and other things, because when you predict, it's not only the historical data, but I mean your historical data may be many different types. So there will be several types of variables that you need to consider from the urban data. That was the suggestion. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was our group number 13 strangers. Let's have a big round of applause for them. Okay, without any further ado, let's move on with our group number 14, Evolve. Let's welcome to the stage, please.
Hello. Hello, everyone. We are Team Evolve, and we would like to introduce our flood detection and alerting system. So first we're going to talk about flood. What causes floods? Flood can be caused by natural factors such as heavy rains, stream overflow and banks, and tsunami and storm surges, and also be caused by human factors such as waste management, etc. So what flood can bring to our life? I mean, floods only bring flood-related diseases, property loss, and there can be loss of life, and education disclosure, and also cause tourism businesses. So by using our system, we can give citizens early alert message, and also give governments information about the floods and prepare for the citizens. To monitor the water level, we're going to use this ultrasonic sensor. Okay. So in our system, there will be two devices. First, the detection system and to detect the water level, and if there is any danger, the government, the solver is going to send the government the alert messages, and the government send the alert messages to the siren, in the form of siren, and it's going to send the rescue team to the citizen, and for the tracking and for the second device, we're going to use tracking devices on the rescue team. It's include the address and the camera, and it attached to the helmet of the rescue team. And we're going to use 𝘂𝑠𝑠 satellites to track the location of the rescue team, and the government can send the information of the citizens by sending radio messages to the rescue team. Okay, this is about the power consumption of the detecting device. And this is the device that gonna attach to the helmet of the rescue team. And this is This is the business plan for the. Thank you for your attention.
Dr. Dinesh?
Okay, so comments? It's nice presentation again with the business plan, some ideas on that. And also the power supply, that's very important because most of these devices are probably located in the remote area where there's no power. So you need to think about that. Any comments or anything? No more? Ah, sorry.
Thank you for your presentation. It was interesting. I have one question. You said that you will send the location information to government, right?
Yes.
How will you send?
By using address in the form of radio frequency.
Okay, thank you.
Why do you use 𝘙𝘗𝘂?
To receive radio frequency from the government and can give the direct instruction from the government.
Yeah,
to
but
the rescue team.
you can't you use other mode of like internet?
Yeah, we use the internet at the rescue team. So we will send it by empty device. We will use the SIM card and we will give by using SIM card. So by using SIM card, we will send the data to our server, and then the government will get this message.
Okay, so no, my point of asking you is that in the final, if you have similar question, so you have to tell the merits of the 𝘙𝘗𝘂. Okay, we can use 𝘙𝘗𝘂 where there's no internet, no cellular connection, other type of connectivity, so you can use 𝘙𝘗𝘂. But if you have other connectivity, maybe then you have to see which one is better, okay, in terms of the cost and other things. And very important is how do you send the data to the government or to the control center? That connectivity is very important because when you deploy thousands of devices in the field, you have to send the data continuously, and that cost. So how to minimize the cost and how to generate the maximum revenue. Okay, thank you.
Thanks for your comment.
Any other questions? Comments, anything? No? Okay, then we move to the next one.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Dinesh, for the input. And our group number 14, 𝘕𝑒volve, thank you. So now let's move on with our second last group for today's presentation of RPD Challenge, which is group number 15, 𝘠𝑚 𝑝un. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome them on the stage.
Hello everyone, we are 𝘠𝑚 𝑝un team. So today we're gonna present our project called IES Less Pager. So let's get started.
We wanna create the device that can predict the occur of the forest fire, make it easy to rescue the victim and wild animal.
Why the less pressure? Because in that situation had a bad visibility, so that will make it hard to rescue people, wild animal, and for extra when travelers get lost in forest fire.
So next is stakeholder. So the government give us the money, so we provide the device to national park and also to the rescuer. And then when the traveler come to travel in the forest, they're gonna rent the warning device. So also the device is tagged to the wild animal also, so, but not all the wild animal, just some male and female wild animal in for the balanced population. So when the pairs over there it have a risk of starting a forest fire, so the device gonna give user location to a rescuer to help the traveler. And traveler also have a warning, signal warning also.
So another thing is our concept. Instead we placing the S present to in a various location, we choose to give it to the user as a wild animal or travelers to walk around the place that they're gonna go, and it will get the information of risks of the forest fire. And the next one is our short brief about our device. We separate it in the two devices. For the left one, is gonna be with the user, such as a traveler or wild animal. It will measure the temperature and humidity, and it will calculate the risk of forest fire. And it's gonna get the signal location from a, how do we call it? QCSS, yes. And if it have a high risk, it will show on the LCD and send a signal while use the LoRa module to the receiver at the rescue station. And the rescue station device, it will connect with a link and will send the information to the live bot, and it will directly send to rescuer phone.
User appearance. Let's start user by the device. It's so effective. It's gap slow down. Is when forest fire starts, gap is simple line. Is user is scared. Is run. Is so less pressure is send warning and location to rescuer. Gap is upside.
So thank you for your attention. Any question and answer?
Okay, so questions and answers. Yeah, questions? No more? Okay, seems to be no questions. So audience also getting tired probably. So we have only one more, please. Okay, yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you to our very second last group, Nampun. Okay, so we are now moving with our last group, Dreamer. But before that, let me inform you, after this session, we have a very short demonstration by various companies, specially arranged for you guys, from Sony, from GNSS. So please make sure that you prepare yourselves for that as well, as I see a little bit of energy lacking from the challengers and audience side. So without any further ado, let's move on with our very last group for the RPD Challenge 2024. Group Dreamer. Let's welcome them on the stage, please.
Hello everyone, we are Dreamer. Today we will present you about FEB.
We
we illustrating tsunami issue that contain loss of life, missing person, psychological trauma, and displacement of community. Next solution, we focus on missing person. First one, when tsunami is about to happen within 1 hour, the tsunami warning center will send a message to the information center, which will send a warning to the user. Second, on open device, the system will send all user location to the information team, and the status of user will be displayed. Third, the information center started monitoring when 24 hours passed. There were some users who didn't stay in the safe area. The status will change to the red. 4, find the user where status is red. Next is stakeholder.
Our stakeholder will sharing packet to government, and then government will give the device to villagers who live close to the sea, and we will hire a tsunami warning center to send emergency warning message for our user and remind them to carry device with themselves when tsunami will happen. And the device will send villager position to our information team, and if they are in the dangerous area, we will send a villager help. Next. Yeah, this is our prototype. If villagers receive the 𝘕𝗵𝗹 and remind they to carry device, and when they start our device, it will send a precision to information team in real time, and the pin in the map in be blue. And then information team will send a safe location to navigate villagers to safe zones. And if villagers cannot use the internet, and device will send a LoRa signal to find the closest device and send a position to receiver device, and send until find the device that can use LTRS to send the data to information team. And if the villagers in safe zone, the pin it will change the color from blue to green. And next, in the bad situation, if a villager had not much time to move out from the dangerous zone, and the pin status will change from blue to red, and then information center will send a message for ask for help. And if villagers say yes, and pin will still red, and the information center will send help team. And if villagers say no, pin will change from red to blue. And in the best case, if after tsunami situation pass, if the villagers alive but stuck under the ruins, device will send a LoRa for finding the cross device or waiting for help team. If the victim device found some another device, it will make a noise. Next. Okay, this is show the maps, and the user can see only the position and the safe zone, and the monitor is for information team, and we see all of information.
For roadmap, first step we make find me a device, and second step we make communication between device, and third we make application for people and receive, and the last one we make website for monitoring. Thanks. Final product, we have 3 products. First one, smartwatch. Second one, mobile application. Third one, website. In smartwatch, have GNSS signal to send to sterilize, search, and receive LoRa 𝘕𝘵𝘵 signal navigative to safe place, arouse, alert sound, connect mobile phone, Bluetooth. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Dreamer. It's now time for your Q&A
Okay,
session.
so questions, please. Comments, suggestions. Anything? Yep. Okay. Okay, I'll come back. I'll come to you.
Sorry, Dr. Dinesh. This is the last one. Okay, thank you very much for the presentations. I might suggest one thing for the message. Maybe you can consider another type of message, not only for smartphone, but also for the manual one, like the siren, because not everyone is having the smartphone in certain area. So, or they might have the smartphone, but they don't open the smartphone itself. So you have two different types of alert. And this is for the previous team. I missed just now. For the flood, the team that work on the flood, maybe you can consider also the types of the flood itself, because there are a lot of types of floods, like the normal flood, the yearly flood with the different scales, and the flood within the coastal area, the flash flood in the city center. This might define what type of receiver, the location where you install the receiver itself, it also might define your system. So if you are working on certain types, so please make it specify in the name of the system itself. Just some suggestions. Thank you, Dr. Dinesh.
Yeah, thank you very much. So I will summarize. Okay, these are very important comments. Like when you send a warning message to some of your device, like a mobile phone or whatever. So what she suggested is that it should work even if you are not running that app or that device. Okay, so how to do that is very, very challenging. I think we have people from NTT Data or Sony and maybe some other communication companies. So it's very challenging. So in the prototype, you can't do it, but you mention these things to let the judges know that what the problems you have in the mind, or what type of things you are thinking. And based on the type of the problems you want to deal, like what is your system for, flash flood or other type of flood, requirements are different. Okay? So you have to mention how type of the requirements, or like the accuracy level and so on. Okay? So these are the comments. Any other questions? Okay. No? So if no more, so thank you very much. And I have some sort of comments for all. Okay, you can leave, yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So I'll go here. So I have few comments or suggestions for you for your final. By listening to all the presentations, so I found that you work a lot and you came up with many identification of many problems. But for me, I'm not very clear which problem you are actually going to solve. You mentioned, like even this team, you have 4 problems, okay? And you said solution for one. How about the others? So which problem you are going to deal? Please mention in your final very clearly. So you will have a list of the problems, but which one you are going to solve and how you are going to solve. Okay? So this flow must be there. Otherwise, I think the judges, maybe many of them will be the first time to listen to you, and they never seen your work. So they are almost blind. And within the 5 minutes, you have to relay your message to them in very clear way. And today's style is very difficult to understand. But I know because I am interacting with you, so I can imagine, okay, you want to do this and that. But based on that, so if you want to solve particular problem, so you mention that solution. And please, and sometimes it's reverse. You bring the solution first, and then you say that I will solve this problem. But that may not work, because every solution may not have a problem. But every problem should have a solution. That may be difficult. Okay? So think the other way around. So that's one thing. And here I think that this projector is not so good, or the light is bright, or my eye is bad. it's very difficult to see from the back. Okay? So please use the very contrast color for the text or make it a little bit bigger and dark, bold. Because in the final, you just have a 3 or 5 minutes. It's like this. And you have to convey all the message. And if you can't do that, even if you have a very nice idea, so you may lose opportunity to get a winner. Okay. So these are the things. And maybe, and before the break and after the break, the main difference I saw is after the break, they have a CVC analysis. But before the break, none of them, they have it. So I think a little bit of this type of things will be necessary to convince the judge that how you can monetize or how it can be used in the field in reality. Okay? So some of these things may be necessary. And this will come related with your problem solving. Okay? You solve the problem, but how you can actually deploy it and how you can monetize or how it can be implemented or realized. Okay? And this is all about the things. And I have 2 announcements before we close. Okay, I'll take a few minutes. So there's a demonstration for the 𝘠𝘓𝑗 high accuracy service by 𝘔𝘂𝘁, a live demo outside in the field from 4:35, okay, from 4:35 outside. There are 2 demos will be done by JAXA and the Tokyo University of Marine Science. Okay? They will show you how accurately they can drive a robot using the robot car, using a 𝘠𝘓𝑗 PPP correction data for high accuracy. That's one demo. And also there's one more from Sony, the 𝘙𝑇RES. Okay? So we had lots of 𝘙𝑇RES here. So many of you probably who are not in the challenge, they probably don't know what is 𝘙𝑇RES. So you can see that. And also sorry, is it the 𝘙𝑇RES demo or 𝘙𝑇RES? I think, yeah, I forgot, sorry. And some team members, they have not yet returned the 𝘙𝑇RES device that they borrowed from Sony. So I think this was the announcement, not the demo, sorry. So any team here, have you returned the 𝘙𝑇RES demo unit? 𝘙𝑇RES board, have you returned? How many are not yet? How many are missing? How many 𝘙𝑇RES? Oh, 6 or 7 teams have yet not returned the 𝘙𝑇RES board. Please return to Sony, okay? Expressense device, you can keep it. But the 𝘙𝑇RES board and the antenna that you receive, you have to return today. Don't take it home. So that's all. So demo of the 𝘠𝘓𝑗 PPP by JAXA and Tokyo University of Marine Science outside. Yeah, boarding pass. Okay, and the team who received the travel fund, you must submit the boarding pass today, right now, after once this is closed, okay? Don't forget this. Okay, any team who have not yet returned? Anybody here? Okay, you? Okay, please return right now, okay? Do you have with you? So if you lose the boarding pass, he has to pay your money. Because 𝘔𝘂𝘁 will not excuse that you just lost it. They raised the hand. Okay, so did you raise the hand for the boarding pass or 𝘙𝑇RES board? Which one? For the boarding pass, who has not submitted boarding pass? Nobody? Okay, 𝘙𝑇RES, you have the 𝘙𝑇RES board? Okay, please return. Anything else? Okay, okay. So please go to the demo. Okay, done? Okay, final closing remarks.
Thank you so much. So thank you, heartfelt thank you to our moderator, Dr. Dinesh Manandar from the University of Tokyo. First thing first, before ending, can we have a big round of applause for each and every team that put your blood, sweat, and tears for this presentation. We really appreciate your effort here. So I am Rebishka Stresta, closing the RPD Challenge 2024 of the 14th Multi-GNSS Asia Annual Conference.
And me, 𝘙𝘰👫🪾 𝘊𝘠𝘭𝘏, I would like to say thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have a great day ahead. Thank you.